Hey, welcome back to my video, and as you see, we are working on my master bedroom. So before we get into it, let's go and look at what we are starting with. So I have this wall of curtains, and if you watch my office makeover, you know that I swapped out the curtains. This is what's going to be the accent wall, the wall that has my dresser. I'm going to figure out something to do with that clothes rack because I don't need it. It was laundry day, so I'm gonna get rid of the laundry and get that done. I'm gonna leave the ceiling fan because I actually do use it. The rug is changing, and in this box is going to be a new bench that I will be installing. So let's go ahead and get the work done. So we're going to start off by painting the accent wall, and I am going to use the grizzle gray that I have in my laundry closet. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you head over and see that one as well. But I love that color so much that I wanted it in my bedroom. So I placed an order with Lowe's to have my paint grizzle gray. Like, I specifically ordered grizzle gray. They didn't tint the paint. So the paint is untinted, which means now I have to run back to Lowe's to get this fixed so I can paint my wall. Like, always something. Had I gone to the other Lowe's, would not have had this problem. But it's always this one Lowe's that I go to that always has a problem. So I guess I need to go do that before I can paint this wall. I'll see how much I have left and my sample size. That way I can at least get one coat up here. So now that that has been taken care of, I'm gonna go ahead and get this wall done. And thankfully it only needed 2 coats of paint because the white needed 4. I only did 3, but we're just gonna live with it. But yeah, so I absolutely love this color, and I love how the wall turned out. So now we're gonna go ahead and get started moving the furniture around so that I can paint the 3 other walls the bright white. So the rug is here. I'm a little nervous to open it. I got it from Bed Bath & Beyond, and I have no clue what these colors are gonna look like. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing opened and see what we're working with. All right, so here is the rug, at least a portion that will be seen. It will keep on going further underneath the bed, but it is clearly not pink. It looks very purple. It is like a mauve-y color, but it's still more on the purple side than it is the pink side. So my blanket and the extra pillows that you have will not work. I did order 2 new pillow covers that hopefully will work. I'll go grab them in a second. But here's an overview of the room because I haven't shown you since I painted last night. So this is an overview of the room. This is the grizzle gray wall. I just need to do some touch-ups and we're done with that. All right, so here are the 2 pillow covers, and they're pretty perfect. I mean, it looks so different on camera than it does in person because of the lighting. Let me see if I block it. No, it made it worse. But in person, it's the same color. On camera, it looks lighter, but you can still see that it's the same shade. It's just on the same tone, just a darker shade in the rug than it is in a pillow. But yeah, in person it looks perfect. So that'll be my little splash of that color on the bed, and I'll just use my gray blanket on the bed. So that's that. Carpet is underneath the bed with a Comet, but you can see the print gets busier there, and I actually do like it. It might get switched around. So I think the carpet pulls everything together. The light gray from the headboard and the bench that I'm getting ready to put together. The dark gray on the other wall. Even the white. This is a little creamy, but it's still light enough to look fine in the white room. So I think that the carpet just brings everything that's going on in the room together, and I'm so happy I found this. Super happy. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this bench together. So I did find this bench on Amazon, and I will link it below if it is still available. And everything that I link, it is linked where it says like to know me. So make sure that you're following me on a like to know me app, because that is where everything will be posted that I link. So now that the bench is done, I'm going to go ahead and put my shelves up on my accent wall. And I've had these shelves for about 3 years and have been hesitant to put it up because I didn't know if I was going to move or not. But now that I know I'm staying here for a while, we're going to do that and hang up the smaller, or should I say shorter, curtain rods so that I could put up those curtains. And I am so shocked at how much I like just the single panels of curtains. So I'm going to create my own art piece for above my bed. So instead of me commissioning those letters, I made those, and you saw me painting them, and now I am decorating the shelves. And I absolutely love the way that the shelves turned out. That one picture with the shoes were upside down. The letters are now dry, so I'm gonna hang those up on the wall above the bed. And I use foam board for that as well. So instead of me paying $100, it cost me about $1. So now it's time to remake the bed. So I did get some new sheets and bedding, the whole comfort set. Everything came from Target. So I'm gonna go ahead and remake the bed. I do use a weighted blanket to help with my anxiety and insomnia. Y'all should have told me that I needed to work out to use a weighted blanket because the thing is so heavy. But finishing up the bed, and I love the way that it looks. The new sheets are very soft and more relaxed, whereas the other one had a similar like texture, but it was more of a fancier material. So I do like this better, and this is what this wall looks like. And I think it all turned out so well. I love it, even the bedside tables. So my idea was to put a tree in the corner where the accent wall is, and then I was just like, you know what, I don't want to pay $100 for a fake tree. So then I looked at blanket ladders and decided to make my own. So I was going to use the wood that I had in my garage, but I actually wanted to stain it because I felt it was just stark with the white and gray, and I wanted that warmth with wood tones. So I did order some more wood from Lowe's. Went to that same Lowe's again. Thankfully this time the order was fine. That way that I could stain it. And I am using the Early American stain, and I love the way that this blanket ladder turned out. So I love it. It's not even dry, but I love it. It turned out so good, y'all. This was my first time making a ladder, so it's not completely squared and leveled off. Plus I didn't have the proper surface to make it on, or a cutting edge, or what do you call it? The square, the T-squared, whatever it's called. But I love it. It turned out so well, and this cost me less than $8 to make, compared to me buying one for $40 to $60 or even more. So it turned out great, and I'm super excited. Alright, so now I have let it dry for a bit, and I'm going to go ahead and decorate the blanket ladder. So I did order this blanket. Didn't think it was going to work, but it actually does work in a room. And I just put some ivy leaves into the baskets. And you'll see that basket again because I ended up getting two, one for the living room, and I used the extra one in my bedroom since I had it. And this is an overview. I did fix the picture with the shoes, so they are now the correct side up. But here is the finished look of this wall. And I love the warmth and the wood tones and the brown tones. And that tray I'm actually going to use to put like my jewelry and my mask for the next day when I get ready at night. If you haven't seen my nighttime routine, make sure you go ahead and see that as well. So here is a before of that wall and an after, and it looks like a completely different room. So here is the bed wall again, where the bench is. I'm actually going to put my bed back on a riser, so I did order higher legs for the bench, just because I'm so used to sleeping on a higher bed, it felt so weird having it low. But this is a close-up of the bedding and this wall and what the night tables look like, or nightstands look like. And I got most of my art from Etsy, which will also be linked. So there was a before and here is an after. I hope you enjoyed my master bedroom makeover, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you haven't done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!